First on the team.
It's great to have you with us.
From Memphis, Tennessee.
Get your VCRs ready. Get your VCRs ready.
Make it squeal like a pig, Johnny, squeal like a pig.
Big John Daly.
Welcome to the Preferred Lies podcast, the home of good golf and even better chat. I'm your host for the night, Adam King, joined by two. The big man's down crook, but in his stead, we have formed a power threesome. We're going full three-way action here. To my direct left, you'll be the top, and this is Mitty D. How you going, bud?
Good, mate. How you going?
Good. We'll jump over and introduce the other guy, and then we'll come back. You got a few stories to tell. The other guy, who will most likely be in the middle because I like to be on the bottom. This is Sim Woo. Thanks for joining us, mate. How you going, Simon?
Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for using my first name.
That's good.
It's good. Thank you very much.
Really great to be here. Hello, everybody. Hello, listeners.
Do you have too much to talk about golf-wise? What's been happening this week, Sim Woo, before we jump over to Mitty D's little yarn?
Just Grind City at home at the moment. Been very family orientated.
Yeah, you've had a bit on. You were solo dadding?
Solo dadding and all sorts of other things. So we did actually go out, I think it was Thursday afternoon last week, and mucked around and played a few holes before it got dark, and then had a nice little scooter
Oh,
in the clubhouse after that.
Who's we? Was it people we know?
No, yes.
Okay.
My spawn.
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
And then other than that, it's been in the net at home, hitting golf balls with a camera behind me, hit a few, have a look at it, hit a few, have a look at it, just trying to work on some positions that make the ball come off the club face a bit better.
Speaking of hitting balls into the net, I was actually hitting some balls into the net. Reese and I are off to Queensland Masters this weekend for a softball tournament down in Redcliffe. So I didn't get out for my usual Wednesday afternoon whack with the daughter. She had to work. So I thought I'd set up a tee in the back, and I've got a little net set up, a hitting net for cricket and softball for the guys. Hit the piss out of one, and it's busted through this net. It's about 4 years old. Ricocheted up, jumps over the fence, lands on the neighbour's roof, bangs 3 times, lands in his backyard. I'm like, sorry. And he was like immediately out. He must have been in the kitchen.
Right.
And he's a new neighbour. They've been in maybe 3 months or so. I've seen him a couple of times. And he come out looking around, like snapping his head around. I said, sorry, mate, that was me. I had my softball bat, my gloves on. I'm like, that was me. He goes, oh, no, you're all right, mate. I said, you don't have solar panels on your roof there, do you? He goes, no, you're right. I said, sorry, went through the net, went through the hole, come up. And he come over and then he apologised to me and said, sorry. I went, no.
No, I'm so sorry to you.
Sorry, mate, my fault. Actually, I hit the piss out of it. He goes, oh, righto. And then he just literally jogged up inside. Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Cool
so
story.
there's my net story.
I've got
today.
a hole in my garden shed because my net broke. I think you can find that on social media if you look hard enough.
Holes
And
at
I
Rocket.
did it again, so I bought another net. So I've just hung a new net on the inside of the original net.
That's a really good idea.
It's good.
I could have used a net for my second shot into the 4th hole today. I had a beautiful 90 metres shot into red flag on the 4th, and decided to hit the equator with the blade. And it's
Did you find it?
I did. I had to take it unplayable because it was in the Agapanthers, about 35 centimetres to the right of the hitty
thing.
the hitty net thing that you get free relief from. So I had to take an unplayable, hit a nippy little wedge down, and then yank the putt and miss the fucking thing. Anyway, ended up with 3 over for the day, so not too bad.
Really good spot to lose a ball in there.
Yeah, I was very surprised to find it.
Ask Rowan.
Yeah, I've lost 1 or 2 in there myself. Jumping back over to Mitty D, you've been playing some golf, mate.
I have, yeah.
You've been playing some good golf too.
Steady, yeah, pretty steady.
Oh, steady's an understatement. Talk yourself up here, bros. You shot a nice even par on the weekend.
I did, yeah, yep. Had even there on Saturday. Played with 3 really good guys. Jason Eldering, Greg Webster, and Chris McPherson.
Excellent. Yeah,
it was a
good
great
crew.
group. It was great. It was a great day out. Walked 18 holes.
I saw that.
It's a while since I've walked 18 holes. So
No wonder your calves are popping out of your fucking lower legs like they were when you came in here flexing.
If we had the cameras pointing below the desk, we'd have to put a NSFW warning up on there.
Have to blur it off, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
but yeah, so that was in
that led into
preparation, trying to get a few reps in before Club Pro, which was yesterday.
Club Pro qualifier. Yes.
Yeah, so that was the Southeast Queensland Club Pro qualifier. So there was 17 male spots for the national final, which is held down at Heritage Golf Club down in Melbourne. So that's in November.
This one Bintong's been down to a couple of times
and played quite well.
Come really, really close a couple of times to winning it. Yeah.
So it's kind of, this event has been, it's kind of the one that I circle each year because the national final is it's a big event. Like you play for 100,000. Like it's
Wow.
for us guys that aren't on tour. Like that's big dollars. So
It's life changing.
yeah, well, yeah,
It would be.
yeah. So
You got $100,000. You didn't before.
Change your
life. Sorry, MD.
But yeah, so got down for a pracky round on Monday afternoon.
And you're playing at Nudgee, just for the
playing
listeners
at
at home.
Nudgee, playing at Nudgee, and we're playing on the Bulker course. So for those of you who have maybe got down and played Nudgee, Kurai is the one that they played the Queensland PGA Championship on.
Yep. That's
which
one we
is
played the Scramble on as well.
Correct.
Scramble finals when we went down, when we made the finals. Yep.
And didn't play very well.
No, but we made the finals and we were there.
We
Yeah.
made a final.
Yep.
The Queensland PGA side, it's a tough day out. So the Bulker is, like I was saying to you guys in the green room before, it's a much nicer golf course just with variety, and I just think it's a much better golf course. Like for just playing it's a bit more fun.
It lets off a little bit, you were saying. So there's some tricky
There is.
shots, but you got to work your way around still. But then
Correct.
you kind of get some relief with some shorter par fours
Absolutely.
that still need some nice technical shots, but you're not hitting 7-iron into or
No.
6-iron or 5-iron into every
No.
par 4 like you could on the Kurai.
There's a lot of like driving irons off tees, whereas the Kurai's just hit driver as hard as you can, and hopefully you miss some of those fairway bunkers, and then you still got a mid iron in, where it's like driving iron, you got a short wedge in. So, so I started on a par 3, the 6th, and I was 3 under through 5. So I was off to a really hot start.
Talk us through your very first shot on that par 3 6-holder.
So it was, I played it the day before, and so for professional events, they typically go out and put dots on the greens where they're going to have the pins. And I was going around. I only played 11 holes on that Monday, but I played the 6th hole where I started, and where they had this flag, this 6th green. It's because this is not a visual podcast, but this green's basically got 4.
We are on YouTube though, so
We are on
like, share,
YouTube, so you
subscribe.
better get on the YouTube. But this green, it's basically got 4 sections. So there's a back left section, and then it kind of goes down, back right, and then kind of a front section as well that kind of all goes into one. But it's pretty tricky. And this pin was like tucked back left on top of this slope, and I've just flagged my pitching wedge straight at it. And I was like,
First shot of the day.
First shot of the day. Had a really good warm up, but just flagged it. And I was like, it was a little bit downwind and long as dead. And I'm just like, okay, sit. And this thing pitched like 2 feet from the middle of the hole. And I was like, okay. Ran out a little bit, missed the putt, but I was like, far out. And I said shout out to Brad Ward. I don't know if he listens, but shout out to Wardy. He come down and he caddied for me. And I turned to him after the first hole and I said, if that went in, we were both, like, I was walking off. And he goes, I was joining you, mate. So, but yeah, couple of easy gettable par 5s after that, and birdied both of those. And then probably one of my highlights of the day was hitting my tee shot on the 10th, which is another shortish par 3 to like 2 feet, and then knocked that one in as well. So it was 3 under through 5, feeling pretty good. To cut a long story short, I had a couple of untimely 3 putts. So I 3-putted, would have been like my 9th or 10th hole to go back to 2 under, which was still only 2 or 3 back from the lead. Probably 2 back at that stage. I was playing with Peter Martin, who actually qualified second. So he had 4 under. And so he birdied that hole. I bogeyed. So it was a 2-shot swing. So I was 2 and he was 4. And then I 3-putted would have been my 13th hole, which was the 18th hole, to go back to 1 under. Made a really good par save on the first. Checked the scoreboard, and I was like, rightio, I wasn't thinking about qualifying. So there's 3 spots, top 3 spots get into the Queensland PGA. And I was like, right, let's get in one of these top 3 spots, and I'm going to get into the PGA so I don't have to pre-chop. Made a really good par save on 1, hit it to like 2 feet on the second, which is a par 3 to get back to 2. And then I had three holes to go, a short par 4, a long tough par 4, and then a par 5 to finish. Missed my birdie putt on the 3rd. then it kind of got away from me on the fourth. So the fourth, it's this 400 meter par 4 with a creek that kind of runs diagonally left to right through the fairway. So to the left-hand side of the creek, it's only about 200 meters, and you've basically got to try and hit it to the longest part of the fairway if you don't want 200 meters in.
Yep.
I've hit 4-iron off the tee because it's really baked out as well. And when I got to probably 3/4 of the way through my swing, it felt like I was going to let go of the club because my grips were like I throughout the day
Bit slippy.
they were a little bit slippery, and I've just kind of jammed into the ground and it's kind of gone off and to the right. Got a not so favourable kick, chipped it out to about 170 from the green, lasered this 5-iron to 20, 25 feet, and yeah, not playing for a qualifying spot, trying to play for a spot in the Queensland PGA. Give this one a little bit too much down grain, downhill, and run it about 6 feet past. Hit a really good second putt from about 6 feet. Catches the left lip, sits on the back of the cup. And I was like, oh, okay,
brutal.
cool. So I've gone from 2 under to even. Checked the leaderboard, and I'm sitting tied 14th at this stage. So I was in at that stage, par 5 to finish, and driver was giving me some issues throughout the day. And I was like, rightio, you just got to sack up, hit a really good tee shot here, and you've got a really good chance at making birdie. Smash drive, like just perfect. So there's 2 fairway bunkers that sit about 260 off the tee, and it's like right in the landing area. And there's this probably 5 meter gap between rough and trees and the trap, and I just hit it straight through the 5 meter gap. Hit it like 290 off the tee. Had about 190 in from there. Hit a not so good second shot. Left myself a pretty straightforward-ish chip. Didn't think I could leave it short and nip this thing so good, and left it like 8 feet short. Just got caught on my putt got caught on the grain, and just dove left at the very last second and just missed for par, even par. Get up there, thinking I'm one short. It was for the longest time. It was like the scoreboard just kept ticking over, and it was like I was 14th. Then I went to 16th. Then I was tied 17th, and I was like, because last year there was a heap of guys that were tied, and they were just basically like, rightio, they pulled the scorecards out, and they're like, you're in, you're in, you're in, you're out, you're out.
Just based on
However they did it. I think it was countback, or whatever it was. And then all of a sudden it clicked over, and I was 18th, so I was first man out. So pretty disappointing. It was very disappointing.
at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
In reflection, though, obviously, there's a few shots that you said that you'd probably want to have back again, and we all do that after a round.
Yeah.
But you struck the ball well, putted it
Flushed it, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the grain, some of the rolls, some of the lip outs. We wish, obviously, in another dimension, they would all drop.
Correct.
And you'd win the whole thing, and we'd be.
It's not golf though, is it?
No,
like
it's
you
not.
can't have them all go in all the time. And yes, so I did my stats. I hit 15 greens, which is unreal. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
huge.
pretty tough, demanding second shot golf course, and I hit 15 greens and hit some really, really awesome shots. So out of the 70 shots that I had for the day, 35 of them were putts. So
50-50, yeah.
and like, to be honest, I actually putted it really good, but when you're hitting 15 greens, it's kind of like
You get a lot of opportunities.
you've
to
got a
putt.
lot of opportunities from 10 or 15 feet, and I just didn't hole enough.
Yep.
And then you put in 3 putts at the wrong time,
Yep.
and it's kind of like,
Cascades
well,
a little,
that's where it goes wrong. So all in all, like I'm pretty stoked to play the way that I did.
Just disappointed with the result.
Disappointing, but it's kind of like I don't play tournament golf. I don't get into those spots where I'm looking at a scoreboard going, hey, I need to press here and I need to make a number here. It's very different to teeing it up on a Saturday with the boys at Toowoomba. So
Well, either way, mate, we're proud of you.
Yeah,
Proud of
thanks,
your
mate.
effort. Even if your dad isn't, that's fine. Daddy Dunbar's probably having a little sad time at the moment. And that's all right too, Daddy Dunbar. Big emotions around your son. That was Epic. Thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
recap.
It was a
there.
roller coaster.
No, it was good. Like that's the second time I've heard it, and I was still on the edge of my seat. So, and I'm only slightly less disappointed the second time around. We do have some golf news though. Let's keep this ball rolling along. We've got a bit to get through, just the three of us here. Golf news. Sim Wu, hit us off the wanker anchor.
Yeah, well, first bit of not so exciting, but it is definitely golf news. So a couple of weeks ago, we broke the story that the PGA Tour was going to be changing the schedule in 2028, introducing some different track type setup where there was a tier 1 and a tier 2. So they've announced the first event that's going to be converted into the new championship series, which is the tier 1.
Excellent.
Where everyone wants to be, and it's the Travellers Championship.
Oh, right.
So it will be a tier 1
Tier
event
1
next
only.
year. So at the moment, the Travellers is
A signature.
a signature, but they're going to say, okay, well, it's coming out. It's
So
going to be
the-
a good one as well.
Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. So no signature events per se in the
It's-
2028 season. It's literally
It's
top dogs
Track
only.
1, Track 2. Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah. Championship and Challenger.
Yep.
All right. So first one's been named.
Yeah, so Travellers is always a pretty decent event anyway.
Yep.
So, yeah, looking forward to
Good
announcing more over hopefully the next 6 months. We should have a fair understanding, given that it's 2028.
Yep.
So normally
I'll
it
start feeding them a bit more out.
takes a few years to organise all this sort of stuff. So
Interesting. Very interesting. You got any more golf news, or we're going to flip over Mitty D? You look like you sound like you're going to have another bit of golf news.
I don't, just the other stuff.
How about the other stuff, Mitchell?
Yeah, so I would say this is quite big news
It's
in
pretty significant, isn't it?
in the golf world. So as of yesterday, there was an announcement from Nuclear Golf on X saying that the Live Golf Team Championship which was supposed to be held August 27th to the 30th at the Cardinal at St. John's in Michigan has been cancelled, with an official announcement slated to come as early as tomorrow.
Breaking news before we keep going any further. I just jumped on Live Golf News. Live has deferred payment to the Australian Golf Club in Adelaide as the crisis deepens. So they're not paying any money for the 2027, because they finished at the Grange, I believe, didn't they?
They've
And they'll
gone
keep
to
going on.
Kooyonga.
Kooyonga.
And so on that, Kooyonga was changing some of the golf course to suit the event. So they had already begun course works, and the members weren't all too happy about that because they needed to shift some trees and routing of holes to fit like the activations and like the build out. So that's very ordinary that
Deferring payment.
so they're deferring there. But yeah, so the team championship, which was probably looking pretty good for the Ripper guys.
Absolutely.
The team championship, it's match play based, and like they could have got rolled in the first round, but
Yep.
they've been playing really, really good golf, and like it's a fair chunk of change that they'll be missing out on.
Oh,
like
100%.
it's
57 million.
yeah, so
the team championship
like
is
the
worth.
payout. So that's a massive blow to some of those guys. But yeah, I think this is the beginning of the end proper now, because there's also talks of maybe the last single event wherever that's being played, Indianapolis. or something.
Indianapolis, I believe,
Yep.
yeah.
There's talks that might not happen either. So
What is the schedule for the rest of the year? Well, how many events do they have in this season left? Do you know, Kingy?
I'm just looking it up now. I thought they still had two more, and
I was going
then
to say, I think they got two more,
And I
both
think,
in America.
both in America. I thought they moved one earlier in the year. Where did they move that? Mini app? No.
That
Yeah.
was Louise. It was a southern
It was
one,
somewhere
wasn't it?
in the center where it
So
was going to be hot.
New York, so Trump National Bedminster,
Yep.
August 6th to 9th, which I think is still going ahead.
Yep.
Indianapolis after that. So maybe
Yeah.
the Bedminster one they've canned, did you say?
No, I think it might have been the Indianapolis one potentially.
Indianapolis,
That could just be hearsay as well. So
as well. And then the team
and
champs
then
in
the
Michigan.
team championship. So
Yeah, right. So only two more regulars and then the team champs, which obviously, well, from insider info from
Nuclear Golf.
Nuclear Golf and Zaya Golf, I think I saw
Yeah,
it on as well.
they get out.
They've said that that's not going to go ahead. So potentially only two more, but maybe only one more if Indianapolis gets the pin pulled as well.
But I think they actually announced what they were going to go into for the next year's schedule. So they were going to drop 4 events. So they've got 14 this year plus the team championship. So next year it's going to be 10 events and a $10 million purse. Whereas at the moment, I think they're like 30 or something or $40 million over 14. So the total prize purse this year was $420 million. And then they're going to drop back to $100 million next year. So that's a massive decrease in prize money. Still big dollars, but for these guys that went over and were promised all this and the rest,
for the guys that took a fair chunk of money and then came across, like got a signing bonus, I think it's fair's fair. Like you got your piece.
absolutely.
Now go and work your way back to wherever you want to be if it's not as good as you thought. For the guys that have committed to it, the young guys like Elvis and that, they still got a fair bit of money to come across, but maybe they've missed some opportunities they might have had otherwise.
Potentially. But like, for instance, I saw some kind of stat that Lucas Herbert in the last 3 years, he hasn't been on live for 3 years, has he? Maybe 2 years. But
he took over from the old guy.
Matt Jones.
Yeah. So 2
Jonesy,
years.
2
This
years.
is his second season now, I think.
He's made $32 million.
He's been
Or did
playing so good.
Did Elvis take over from Jonesy? Just
No,
this year?
Just this. Anyway.
Anywho. Right. Wow, that's pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah. So
And he's on a heater at the moment too. We'll talk
He
about
is.
that in a little
He
bit.
is.
We've got a little bit of
24 he joined.
2024, 5, 6, 7. Okay, carry on the 2, -1. Excellent, fantastic, excellent. Well, there's a bit of decent golf news.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since we've had some juicy stuff there.
Yeah. How many tournaments are you guys giving them till it's shut? What do you reckon?
I think they'll finish up they'll probably play out their last two single events, and then they'll be like, rightio guys, that was fun. Declare bankruptcy, because then that clears all their contracts for them. So then all those guys have been given an out, like your Rams and whatever.
Yep.
And then they'll be back on the DP World Tour. I did hear that there was a heap of guys actually inquiring about getting onto the DP
I heard that
World.
as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's probably the most likely. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'd be very lucky to see Liv survive into next year, 2027. As much as I'd like them to come to Adelaide.
Doesn't make much sense without the Asian tour.
No.
As well.
Yeah, no following there.
Yep.
Yeah. Good chat there. All right, so let's move on to the front nine. It's not brought to us by anyone anymore, I don't think. We didn't put it on the run sheet anyway. So who usually looks after it? Righty, Jack?
I think it is.
Right, Industries building something or other. Shout out to the boys.
Build right.
Build right, thank you. Big old
If you want to build right, get it built right.
right. Build it the right way.
Yep.
With a W. Thank you. So thanks heaps for your sponsorship. Appreciate you. He's not coming back next year, is he, after that? Review time. We do a little bit of golf to review on the PGA Tour, the 3M Open. Jackson Coyven in his third professional start gets the chockies. How good. Held off a final round charge from Scotty Sheff. So he wins at TPC Twin City, finishing 25 under par. 21-year-old phenom. That's a funny word. Earned his first PGA Tour victory in just his third start, which I just said before I read what that said. There's a bit going on there. Decent scores to win. He kind of steered it home a little bit towards the end, I think. Made a nice little par putt to win by 2, I believe, in the end. Was it?
Definitely on the last, he steered it home.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he hit driver and then laid up, didn't he? And then blasted one over the back and then chipped one to 15 foot and dropped it in the par putt.
probably going to lay up regardless if he smashed it down down there or not. But he actually did dome hook his tee shot, so he actually drop kicked it off the tee.
Oh, he did drop cook it. Yeah.
And then still had 250 yards over water. So
And he won by 3 in the end anyway. So like fair enough steering it home.
He did.
Your first real run at it.
So he on the 16th, it was a drivable par 4. So Scotty was in the house at that stage at 22 under par.
Correct.
And so Jackson Coyven still had 3 to play. And apparently they were watching, and Coyven just flagged his tee shot on the drivable par 4 and then hit it on the green. And then apparently Ted Scott just got up and he's like, righto, well, that's it, all over.
Done.
And then went to the airport. So He there was no way that he thought that it was going to be anything else. So it's very impressive. Like he's been touted as the next big thing for a very long time because he's had a very impressive college career.
Yep. Yeah, his amateur career was lights out, wasn't he?
Basically won every award that there is to win at a college level. So
And he was he the low am at the US Open?
tied with,
with
Ryder
Chandler.
Cowan.
Oh, Ryder Cowan. I thought it was Chandler Phillips. Yep.
Correct. So that's pretty good.
So-
good job for the young fella. Okay.
13 starts, but third as a professional. So he had 10 starts as an amateur on the
Oh,
PGA
on
Tour.
the PGA Tour.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, good.
So
Excellent.
yeah, first win as a professional, which is pretty cool.
Well, he shot 9 under in his third round. That kind of catapulted him up, obviously, and put him into the final group for the final round. Chef shot 7 deep, and maybe left 1 or 2 out there too, from what I've seen. A couple of early birdie putts that didn't quite loop in. Hideki Matsuyama comes from nowhere as well. Shot a 70 first round, even par. They went 65, 65, 74 to finish T3 with Brian Harmon, Chandler Phillips, and some other guy, Denny McCarthy as well. So there's a little bit going on there.
He won it with putting and approach.
Yep.
He wasn't particularly good. He actually gave away strokes around the green.
Oh.
And off the tee, he was pretty average. But, yeah, second shots,
Did what he needed to
Yep.
do, getting into
Getting on the green.
some good positions.
putt it.
Do we have any other highlights?
Sanjay Him with his special sweater that he wore on Saturday, I believe it was. Did you guys catch that?
I did not.
I
So-
saw it. Yeah.
So Sanjay is a Malbon athlete, I guess you call him.
So is
Sponsored-
Jackson Coyven.
Yeah, he is
They're
actually.
boys.
Yeah, Jackson's outfit was pretty cool. I think those Malbon shirts where they're like less hipster and a
Very
little bit
understated,
country. I like that. That looks very cool. But Sanjay Im, so there's I'm not sure exactly where it comes from. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with video games. So there's a thing about calling someone him when they're really good. You know,
He
he's
is him. Yep.
and Sanjay Him is a joke when he plays really well. After the round, they were in the locker room with Kashmir Keith, and Keith Mitchell got a photo of him wearing the sweater with Sanjay.
Sanjay him.
So he thought it was a big fan as well, and obviously Kashmir Keith is a big fan of sweaters. So I thought it was a pretty cool call from Malbon to put that on him, and he was allowed to wear it, which was interesting as well. 'cause
Even
it
better.
was
Yeah.
something a little bit unique.
Might not get it away with it at Augusta.
Correct.
I imagine
the-
not.
I think TBC Twin Cities is probably where you want to wear it, isn't it?
Exactly right. You had some little highlight there as well.
Uh,
Michael Kim. you said?
Michael Kim had 59 in the second round? Question mark?
Yep.
Not,
Second or
not
first?
Tom Kim.
No, not Tom
Where did
Kim.
he finish up?
Unsure.
He finished up T10 with Seamus Power, 17 under.
So, yeah, very, very good golf. He's like the 16th player in PGA, maybe not even that many. But he's one of the only few guys that has broken that elusive 60 number on the PGA Tour. So it's very, very impressive. He holed a 20 or 30 footer on the last to actually shoot 59. So
Yeah.
it's not one of those ones where you're already on the number and then you kind of just steer it home. He boxed a long one on the,
Worked-
on the
worked
last.
for it.
19 putts, I'm pretty sure it was. It was 1 2 putt and everything else was 1 putt.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be nice. Yeah.
Around the bulk, of course.
That'd be a lot nicer than 35.
How Tung Lee did play, mate.
He did, yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to fly under the radar with that. We finished T5-7, made the cut, played the weekend, shot 1 even par on Sunday. A little bit of water around TPC Twin Cities, so we're looking forward to Detroit this week, where they've just removed the only pond on the course.
Filled it in. Any other lowlights now that we've spoken about How Tung Lee?
I think you were going to talk about
Maxi Homer, 4 over.
and
Oh, yeah.
then Glove.
Oh,
Lucas.
yeah, excellent. Yeah, that's a good one as well. So for those that were tuned in, there was a little bit of a chat on the Twitter sphere, on the X zone, in around. Actually, some video popped up first, wasn't it? Of Lucas Glover making a putt, proceeding to walk back towards the edge of the green, taking his shoes off, walking towards the hole, picking the ball out, and then walking with a bit of intent back to put his shoes back on. And we're like, what the hell is going on here? Initial thoughts were that it was to do with aim point, and a little bit of a physical protest in around people stomping in around the green. But word comes out that he actually got a bit of a heads up from one of the officials. Said that there were players behind him that were complaining about spike marks in around the green. Obviously nowadays, like back in the day, fair enough. Like that's if you're consciously stomping in around the hole, you're not allowed. You weren't back in the day allowed to repair those. You weren't allowed to tap them down, but nowadays you can. So he's left, put out a bit of a statement afterwards, and was pretty damning, really saying, really reiterating that you can tap down these marks now. There's nothing wrong with tapping them down. And you were saying up to, or was it you saying there was like 75, 80% of professionals still wear steel
Most guys
spikes
do.
as well?
They're the soft spike, but they've got the metal spike insert.
In the middle, yeah.
Which, like, FootJoy, well, not FootJoy, but Champ spikes do a plastic version. And, like, I wear them. They are by far the best spikes because one of my tendencies is to get a little bit of right foot slip at times in transition. And just having that little bit, like, it's a more of aggressive spike. And up here, like, I can wear them and they will, like, I will leave marks. But it's like, there's going to be no real difference to metal spikes because, like, you can go and tap them down. Like, it's...
And bent greens, so he said in the statement that they're bent greens, they're soft greens. They're inevitably, even with plastic spikes, you're inevitably going to have bumps and lumps around.
100%.
But you're allowed to walk up and tap these motherfuckers down. So
You can tap down anything. It's not like it's got to be a spike mark or a divot. Like, you can go and tap down, like, if there's a scuff, like, if somebody accidentally drags their foot or whatever, like, go and tap it down. Like, there's... Now that rule's changed...
did you hear Kevin Kisner then saying that people using that as an opportunity to funnel, was it? Or trenching, they called it, trenching. So if you've got a 3 or 4 foot putt, tapping down systematically from your ball towards the hole actually creates a little indentation that the ball can run through.
I have seen that. There was a video on Instagram or something like that of this bloke, and he, like, proper stoved his putter into the ground, and it trickled straight in.
Ben Hollis Golf, shout out to Ben Hollis. That guy, he put up a little post about it as well, and it was Wyndham Clark tapping it down from 3 foot out. So it doesn't surprise me that Blow Pick himself is actually involved in trenching. I always knew it. All right, nothing else to say on the 3M Open except for how bad my sure thing with Adam King results were. We had 4 chances to win, Chef, Kitayama, McNeely or Hideki Matsuyama, and none of them did the winning, unfortunately. Top 20 multi, we had Chef, who obviously finished in second. Kirk Kitayama finished at T24. And Mav McNeely, very disappointing, T34. That's all I'm going to say about that. Other reviews, though. Live Golf, Herbie goes bananas. Look out. Meep, meep. How good?
He went nuts, and he has been going nuts. He is Euromaster.
He is him.
11 under in his first round, coming off the back of setting the course record or matching the course record at the Open. Kept that heat absolutely boiling, hot, turned up, dialed up to the max. Shot a 6 under, a 3 under, and then in the final round just tore it up with a 10 under to finish 30 under, 6 clear of Tyrell Hatton. From England, isn't it?
So it matches the tournament record for any live.
Live, yeah, right.
30 under.
Yeah, that's something to hang your hat on when live it's no longer next year.
Smithy played well.
Smithy did play well in and around 3 under, 5 under, 6 under, and 3 under. Obviously, for those who've been living under a rock, if you didn't hear this, Ripper actually won the team by 3 or 4 as well. So Leash played pretty well. He shot 9 under overall. Smythe did his best. Sometimes that was good, sometimes not so good. The 6 over in round 3 nearly put a dampener on the whole Ripper kick in, and then back that up with a 2 over on the final. So I think they won by 4 shots in the end over Legion 13. So big shout out to the Ripper boys. They're accumulating some points and value, which obviously isn't going to help them because there's no team championship coming in now, unfortunately.
Probably more the dollary dues that they're making because I think it's still 1.5 or whatever it is each.
Yep.
For the team. So
Smythe would be pretty happy with that.
It'd be a pretty handy little pay packet to walk straight into in your first event as a Ripper.
If you're shooting 10 over in your final 2 rounds, you still walk away with $1 million in the pocket. Not too bad.
Do you think there's a little bit of added intent on the live guys now, knowing that there's so much talk about it not being around and all that, do you think they're all?
I reckon it could go one of two ways. There could be intent to say, yes, I'm a fucking gun, or who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but this is the money's not going to be there like this.
Oh, let's grind it
Let's
out. while we
grind it.
can.
Let's
make
get
as
it.
much. Well,
Let's get
the
it.
thing is I actually also heard that there's been some players that haven't been paid.
Right.
So I think there's some big issues. Like I've heard that there's seen, not heard, but seen on some of the apps saying that Liv hasn't paid their players in the last little bit. So who knows what that means? But yeah, so watch this space on that, because that's you're just opening yourself up to some big lawsuits and everything
Playing
there.
for nothing.
But yeah, because these guys like Herbie, that's $4 million that he's won. Like that is life changing for anyone. $4 million, like that's big dollars. So
A little bit more life changing than 100,000, but
Horses for
still
courses,
changing
mate.
lives. Yeah, good on you, Liv. Changing lives, one poor golf professional at a time. Yeah, well, that's pretty good. Good to see Herbie get a win in there. Another win. That's his second, I think, on the Live Tour now. And Ripper have won 2 or 3
I think that might even be their fourth
this year.
because they won the first couple. Might be their third because they won the first 2 on the trot. Because they won in Saudi Arabia when Elvis won the event.
Oh, yeah.
And then they won the Australian event as well. No,
No, we didn't win. I think they came second or third in the Aussie event.
but I'm almost certain they won another. They've
Singapore
won another,
or something. I think
Singapore potentially.
Yeah, after Adelaide, they went to
After
Singapore
Adelaide,
and won there. I think
One there, and now they've won this one. So I think it's at least 3. And they're sitting second in the standings. So
only by a couple behind 4 aces. So.
That's very interesting. But doesn't matter anyway.
No, well, they don't get to compete for it. Maybe they just get a token second prize medal or something at the end of the season.
I did see that they hadn't purchased the very gaudy championship style rings.
Excellent.
They hadn't purchased them yet, so that's basically
Yeah, it's done, isn't it?
it's done.
Yeah. Reese put a little note in here just to pop the question: should Live players be eligible for the President's Cup?
Absolutely.
If you have the required, well, there's not really OWGR is not required, is it?
Well, they
Pick someone as a
I think they
professional
kind
golfer.
of there is a ranking system that
Yep,
they
for
use.
the top 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what about captain's picks?
yeah, exactly.
Because the thing
Get 'em in.
is like
Bring Herbie in.
the only way that to make it interesting is you need the international's best golfers.
Yeah, the best.
The best.
Yep.
And this has been a discussion that we've had a couple of times in the past with, I think, a way that you could make it more interesting is use some of the women's golfers, because you've got all of the Asian countries, and then you've also got some really high ranked Australian golfers in the women's space as well. So if you went 6 and 6 and you just had 6 qualifiers for the men, 6 qualifiers for the ladies, I think that's probably a better way. But yeah, to make it interesting as in the way that the format is at the moment, I think you definitely need to have those
Start looking outside a bit.
Smithy, Herbie, those guys, even like
Bit of Leishman lager.
Top 6 at the moment for the international team: Siwoo Kim, Ryan Fox after his Open win, obviously. Hideki Matsuyama, he's from Japan, which is international as well. Ming Wu, he's from Sunnybank, which is international as well. Tom Kim, and then Adam Scott. These are your top 6. Next in line, Corey Connors, Nicho Echevavia, and Jay Day, Casey Jarvis, and old Ryo Hisatuni. So
Rio Hisatune.
yeah, that's what I meant to say.
and then Nick Taylor in 12th spot.
Nick Taylor, Sung Jae's down there in 13th. So there's some names down there, but do you bring in someone who's hot to trot at the moment, like
I reckon you just replace
like a Herbie?
Yeah, replace all the Canadians. We don't want them. They're
Well,
too close
like-
to being Americans.
If you look at the next 6 in Corey Connors, Nicho Echeverria, Jason Day, Casey Jarvis, Rio Hitsasune, and Nick Taylor.
Isn't Jason Day American?
He is a Yank. He is a Yank. hasn't played his national open in a very, very long time.
Yeah, right. You reckon he knows our national anthem? Since they revised it a little bit.
Probably take a knee.
Oh, I it's Gert by so.
But you can't tell me that you're taking any of those 6 guys over
No,
Smithy
no.
or
Herbie.
Lucas Herbert.
Yeah, at the moment.
What does
The allure of Casey Jarvis is very strong.
what does Joaquin Neiman? He qualifies as
Chilean.
an other, doesn't he? Like an international.
Joaquin.
Joaquin
Chilean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chilean. He's
Yeah,
played.
well,
He's played
not,
a couple of
he's not
Presidents
American
Cups.
or European, so yeah. But he's not even on the.
no,
no,
because
neither are we, yeah.
he's a live. So
But what's he been? Has he been doing much? He
Yeah.
didn't
But
feature.
like-
he did miscut in the Scottish and in the Open as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did MC.
but he's been playing not too bad in others. Like he played the US Open pretty well.
What
Yeah.
about Mito Pereira?
Wow, who's that guy?
Yeah, does
Who?
he play golf anymore?
Who?
Sorry.
All right, we're
Carlos Ortiz.
we're spiraling into unknown territory here, and I don't know how to pull this out except to say we're going to go on a little break here. We do have the back 9 coming up though.
We got a preview too.
Got preview.
Right before we go on break, Jesus Christ, this is going to be a
Nick, do you want
lot.
me to bring Nick?
This is going to be a big edit, a very big edit for him. We better be slick through this preview time. We're at 40 minutes into the podcast already, so we do have some golf coming up as well. Just the one for us to talk about. We said that the DP World Tour and the Asian Tour are having a little bit of a breather. It's a bit warm over there in old England, isn't it? So we are going to jump over to the PGA. So we're playing the Rocket Classic. Simwu, over to you.
Yep.
What do we got?
We got Detroit Golf Club.
Detroit.
Donald Ross design, old as the hills. So after Aldrich Potgieter destroyed it last year, like literally when he's pulling the ball out of the hole, they just started ripping this bastard up, changing it up.
They've done a full renovation through
It's
it.
been full reno. So the key for the reno, for the most part, for the actual course was drainage, greens, fix a few bits and pieces up. In that area, they don't have a lot of space. The course is actually going to play 40 yards shorter than last year,
That's a heap.
but they've converted 2 of the par 5s to par 4s, so it's now a par 70 instead of a par 72.
Right.
And they're still going to play circa 500 yards. So no one has seen this course. They won't have the background on it, but given that all the greens have changed, the greens could be a little bit spongy, they said, and a little bit bouncy. So it could still be pretty gettable, given that's a shortish course, except for the 2 par 5s masquerading as par 4s, which will be pretty cool. So I think it's an interesting little course. You get to see a lot of shots here where there's a guy playing from another fairway and they're hitting over trees to try and get it back online, which is similar to the type of golf that I like to play.
Play or just play because you have
play.
to? Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. So I think it's interesting in that case. And we've also had some pretty good Australian memories on this course with young Kemi D. Unfortunately, he's not in the rich vein of form we would like him to be in at the moment, but he's a 2-time winner.
He does return.
He does return.
This could be the kickstart he needs.
Well, he missed the Cutler this week, so hopefully he can pull something out of his hat. But pretty standard, 12.5 on the stimp, and some nice bent greens, same as last week. So, all in all, welcome to Detroit.
Cammy Davis gives me Cam Green vibes. Australian all-rounder.
Yeah.
Just big, huge, massive shoulders.
Did you know
Blonde
Cam
hair.
Green's 2 metres tall?
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry.
thanks for that. Excellent. Fantastic. Field, who's playing besides 2 metre tall Paul? I mean, Cam Green. He's not. No, he's mate. Cam Davis. Fucking hell.
So this is actually the penultimate event before the FedEx Cup Finals.
Fantastic.
So before the playoffs.
Before the Wyndham.
Yeah, before the Wyndham, which
Is the Wyndham a playoff?
No, so Wyndham is your last chance to make into the top 70.
Penultimate means not the
Second
ultimate.
to last.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank
So
you.
you've got a couple of big
Didn't
names.
carry the one.
So Cam
You
Young,
got a what, sorry?
a couple of big names.
Big names. Oh,
Big
yeah,
names.
cool.
So,
Hit us. What are the names?
so Cam Young,
Cam Young. That's a big
he's
name.
on some hot form after his Open almost win,
Runner-up. Yep.
runner-up. Wyndham Clark, who has also been playing some not so bad golf in recent times, maybe not in the last couple of events, but he's still been kind of there or thereabouts. Scotty Scheffler, is teeing it up
the
again, which
Rocket.
is very,
Is he?
very
Was he a late entry?
surprising.
The sure thing with Adam King
Oh,
is
no.
a mess. It's
I'm
in
unsure.
a mess.
You might need to fact check me there.
I will fact check you on that
Because-
because I don't, even on this, even on the
No,
power
there's no
rankings,
power
isn't it?
rankings.
I'll get you. All players by WGR. No, he is not.
Okay, well-
Kemi Young is number 3 in the world, and he's the highest ranked.
Okay, so scratch Scotty Chef, which I thought was quite weird, especially after playing last week, because he's in front by a mile still. Is he still leading the FedEx Cup?
Yep.
But you've got a couple of players to watch. So Davis Thompson, Ryan Gerard, and Jackson Coyven. So Jackson
Coyven's
Coyven
back, yeah.
coming into this week is number 70, which is that
On the
number.
FedEx,
So
yep.
he is the bubble boy at the moment, moving into the playoffs. So top 70 go through to your playoffs.
Right.
They go 70 into 50 into 30, which
Yep.
is your tour championship.
Yep.
So they're kind of your big guys that I'd probably be watching. Chris Gotterup, who's also been playing and he's been in some form as well. This golf course typically suits some strong iron play and some putting. So, which I think is also going to be, especially coming off the rebuild and spongy greens, a little bit firm.
Yeah, but who really knows? Because we don't. Yeah.
We don't know what
We don't
we're
know
expecting.
what rerouting or anything has
So
happened.
yeah, hopefully it's a good week. I think Ricky was this the one that Ricky won a couple of years
23.
ago.
Yep.
So it for whatever reason, this golf course sometimes produces some drama coming into the last day. So who knows? You got some of those big guys that might make it a little bit interesting, but you might see a runaway winner. So if someone gets hot with the putter on these new greens, it could just be very, very sleepy on that last day.
Yeah, look out. So just looking at the betting odds, Cam Young is the favourite, paying $10. Xander at 17. Chris Gotterup, if he gets it up, $18. We got Coyven and Siwoo both at $20, and then the Blow Pig himself at 21, and then Hideki, Spowney, Nap Dog's back after a sad injury. And then Cantlay, Henley, they're all at $26. Couple of Aussies in the field. Cammy D paying $301 to win it. Koala Carl also paying $301. The sure thing with Adam King, though, we are at the Rocket Classic at Detroit Golf Club. We have 2 bets. I'm going to jump on Cammy D to be the top Oceania, paying $2.30 versus Koala Carl and Ryan Ruffles.
Hot off his Your Golf Tour debut.
We do have the top 20 multi, though. We're due to hit one here soon. I've got Siwoo, so he's had top 10s, obviously, in his last 2 starts at the Scottish and the Open. We've got Chris Gotterup, who had a T in 11 and a T 18 at Scottish and the Open. And then Russ Henley, believe it or not, leading statistics, the most accurate off the tee on the tour at the moment. Right. Please fact check me there. 5 top 10s this season, and it's coming off a T9 at the Open. So we are paying $10.14 for those 3 to come into the top 20. But we did manage a sneaky little power play up to $10.86. That's a short thing with Adam King at the Rocket Classic.
I'm proud of you for nailing that button.
That was good. I pounded the piss out of it, but I forgot that I put the faded the volume down for the intro there. So yeah, a little rookie error there. It's a team effort. We're doing pretty well though. So
No money on Hao Tong.
no money on Hao Tong, paying 151, I believe he was to win it.
Your loss.
At least he made the cut last week. That's good. That's a change in form for his last 6 starts, mate. So
He's in form. What is he to make the cut, actually?
yeah, that
Be
might be
about
worth.
$5.
He's dropped 5 spots in data golf to 204th.
So he's close to the top there.
But I think we're trending.
Trending down by the sounds of it. Any other previews for this week? We said that was a big fat no. So now I can move us into the break. I did that prematurely earlier before. I do a lot of things prematurely around here. So we're just going to have a little breather here. We're going to compose ourselves. We're going to get stuck into another one of these Stratty Brewing Co. I'm probably not going to have the IPA again, mate, because it sat me on my ass at 6.5% ABV. But we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone. You've met us halfway through. We are at the turn, brought to us by Crush Organics. I did have a sneaky little gummy today before my 3 over round. I probably should have dropped a second one because my putting was a bit yippy early on. But yeah, feel free to jump onto them. What's the website? Everyone remember what it is? Crushorganics.com.au probably.
I think it's just .com.
.com. Yeah, it's
Just
changed.
.com?
Yep. Get on there. If you struggle to sleep sometimes, they are probably one of the better things that I've used for sleep, just the gummies.
Yep, I've tried
two.
melatonins and whatnot before, but I find the gummies work really well.
Unreal.
CBD. So the gummies themselves, but they do a sleep drop. So the CBD oil, and as a I think it might be a little bit stronger to help with those sleepy boys. So I feed some to Jimmy every now and then. He gets that's my young fella. He knows about it. I'm not like putting it into his mashed potato or anything, but helps him relax, helps him get to sleep when he's get a bit skitsy there. So yeah, good shout out. Yeah, good for the sleep, but good for settling those negative thoughts on the golf course as well. Jump on there. Let's move on to the back nine. Brought to you by Set Interiors. Big old con dog. He's doing some good things, no doubt. Fixing up holes in walls, using his plastering and walking around on big old stilts. He does a top notch job.
Yeah, right.
I do jump on there every now and then onto his Instagrams and have a little bit of a look on the Facebooks. And he puts a fair bit of content up there with some of the awesome stuff that he does. So if you decide to throw your putter after 34 putts or 35 putts, was it? 35. Into a wall, make a little hole, give up Set Interiors a bit of a call, and they'll come patch it up for you. Moving into the back nine now, we've got probably some steamer and booty hunter action. You got a steamer for us there, Simwin?
Yeah. Oh, I need to get this off my chest. Steamer of the week for me is the NRL media for mine.
Just in general?
In general. It's because it's everyone. It's all of them. They've forgotten how to count.
Okay. What are we counting?
Whether the Broncos can make the finals or not. Because everyone keeps saying they can't, but they can.
There is a mathematical
They can now,
possibility.
but we've just got to hinge on other people losing, like Storm and Bulldogs, on multiple occasions. So it is not 100% over. Our direct line in by just winning all our games is definitely gone. I don't think we can afford to lose one more game. I think it's probably mathematically impossible if we lose to the Knights this weekend. But
it was a little disappointing, the game last week, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We came out in the first half and got outplayed, and we also the Cowboys came out and were really prepared to be aggressive and hold down in tackles and walk off the mark with a real young referee that couldn't really control
Didn't pull
them.
them up, yep.
Did not pull them up one bit. And he came out in the second half and blew the whistle a little bit more, which was helpful. But yeah, we
Couple of
were
penalty
just
Broncos.
directly over the top of us and could not get any traction in that first half, which was really disappointing.
Yeah.
And then we fucked up a few chances.
Yeah,
Benny Hunt and
Couldn't hold on to the ball at the end
Ezra
there.
kicking it out, or Reese kicking it out, and Ezra Ben Hunt throwing that muffy dummy half pass over the top, and anyway.
Yeah, a little bit
Is
going
what it
on
is.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my steamer.
That's a bit steamy. Do you have anything, mate? Or are you happy for me to talk about my bunty today?
Get into her.
So I had a little bit hot under the collar after putting one OB on 9, and then second ball birdie for a bogey. That was today. Front up onto the 10th after getting an egg and lettuce sandwich was quite nice. Thanks. Big shout out to Lou, who got that out of the cold fridge for me.
Better than a hot fridge.
Pump drive down 10, had a pitching wedge in, 123 metres. Hadn't been hitting wedges real well, couple of chunks, couple laser beams off the equator. Pumped, absolutely pimped this pitching wedge, put it to 4 foot, dropped it in for an eagle. That makes me a little happier after I've just put one OB. So I get 2 shots back, no worries. Good time to pull out 3 wood up 11, wind behind. I've been hitting 3 wood a fair bit because it's relatively straight. Decided not to hit one straight. Fanned a little bit right. Got a good piece of it. Big double gum on the right-hand side there. Not right up, not the 100 out, maybe 150 out on the right-hand side.
I know that tree.
Saw it hit that tree, drop. I'm like, yep, no worries. I was playing with Barry Volt. Big shout-out to Baz. He ended up with 38, 39 points or something today. So big shout-out to him. He played really well, and he's pumped his drive down the middle. He played his shot. we've driven up the golf cart, and my ball's stuck behind this tree. It's pretty much dropped straight back down, right behind the tree. Had 160 in. Didn't really have a straight line to look at it, so I thought I'd pull out. I had 7 iron initially, and I thought, no, there's that little overhanging pine tree on the left hand. I'm going to have to go lower than that. Little cut drive, nice little fanner, come back around to a red pin. Left myself maybe 40 metres. Got a little bit excited with the 60 degree and put it maybe 15 foot above this front left pin. You know the pin that I'm talking about, the 11th. And then proceed to roll in this 15 to 20 footer for a very simple par. And because I've got 2 shots at the moment, a 3-pointer. Yeah, not too bad. There's
Hat tip to the crowd.
Bunty 100 of the week. I thought I was
done.
going to give a shot straight back after I just got an eagle on the 10th, so that made me pretty happy. But proceeded with a very next shot to snap hook my 3-wood into the trees, spat it straight down. Oh, this is a good one as well. Actually, pull out hybrid, had 210 into a front pin, flagged this thing into the wind and bumped it up, ran up the top of the hill, peeled its way back down, just missed the birdie putt as well. So, yeah, I'm pretty good at scrambly golf, apparently.
7 points over 2 holes. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
A lot better than playing binary golf, which is I play a lot of times, ones and O's.
I did manage to 3-putt the next 2 holes for a couple of 1-pointers, though. So, yeah, you do come crashing down pretty bloody quickly there. Any other steamers or bunty hunters? I think that's enough of that chat. Now it's time for our most favourite part of the show. Rowie's Rugby League, brought to us by absolutely no one, because no one, especially this guy, is a bit skint at the moment, or just real tight.
Needs to
as
stop
well.
going to
New Zealand.
well,
Carnival or something, was he?
Carnival. Yeah. Good on you, Rowie.
No, get out there, live life, bruh.
Yeah.
Flick us $150 and we'll shout out your company name as well. We've got a couple of things to talk about here. Tipping update, Sim Woo, where are we at?
Oh, I had the Supercoach open, mate. Don't worry.
How about we start with Supercoach, Sam?
New
tipping
leader
in.
in the tipping.
There is a new leader in the tipping. Lachlan H.
Lockie
and
H.
Ingoldsby Raider are both on 100, but a superior for and against in the how many points they're going to win by for Lachlan H. So well done, mate. He got 5. Weekend just gone, Ingoldsby with 4. There was a few other movers and shakers. Frozzy's dropped down. He had a 4, which isn't really what you wanted on this round. I think 6 was the best.
Yeah, there were a couple of 6s, actually.
I got one of them.
Did you?
So did Mitty.
Shout out for you guys. What did I get for?
I guess the real where everyone's looking at this part of the year is the bottom half of the leaderboard, because it's really exciting at the moment. Particularly a guy who's now 8 positions off the bottom, who was fighting it out for the bottom with Rowie. Me, I've had a couple of good weeks in a row tipping there, so congratulations to me.
Excellent. Good shout out.
I'm catching MD. I've got him firmly in my sights.
Only 3 away from MD.
If I can just have another couple of good weeks, I don't feel like there's any reason why I can't be top 15. All right.
Do we get jokers?
I don't believe that happened this year.
It's a joker this round. I was going to announce that too.
Oh, excellent.
There you go.
I just changed it before. No.
Fantastic.
This week is Joker round in the NRL tipping for PLP Tipping Cup. So make sure, I think it's a good round to do it on. So just make sure you get think twice about your tips, and don't change your tips.
Right
I did
before the game
on
starts.
the Bulldogs game, and I changed it just before. I'm like, well, who was it? Bulldogs was
Storm.
No.
Last week
Last
was
week.
Waz, yeah.
Waz,
Yeah,
yeah.
I tipped
And I'm
against
like,
us.
Why have I not tipped the Waz here? Why? I don't know. Change it back.
Should not have done that.
I should not have done that.
No.
I remember the Waz played horrible the week before, and I'm like, that's why.
That's why.
Anyway, never change your tip, ladies and gentlemen. That's a tip for young players.
Especially when the doggies are involved. But
Doggies. And then over to Supercoach. So the designated drinkers, the DDs, are still 2 points clear of Gemini and Cambino, and the Westbrook Wizards are on 30 points. Then we've got a 4-point gap back to Liam. It's my year. The Rectals and Club Carl, 2 names synonymous with each other, are on 22 points. Then we got Tom and George on 20. Kingy's Killers on 18 by himself. Yada yada. Middy's Monsters 12 points. The Pain in My Houses and Simu on 10. And yeah, so unfortunately, as we mentioned in the green room, I had Callio as my captain this week. And
Dylan Edwards, for those that
Dylan
aren't
Edwards.
familiar.
For those who don't know who Callio is, look it up. It's a comic book.
He was a last minute pull out, yeah?
Yeah.
He's my fullback as well.
Yep.
But I've got Scotty Drinkwater and Reece Walsh was my flex, so he jumped into that spot, thankfully.
Yeah, well, I had the yellow C next to him, so that didn't really work for me.
No.
Similar to me with Harry Grant as my captain. So I only got 6 points.
6 pointer before he come off with a sore hammy.
And went down to Club Carl by only 100 points or so. So that was...
You're not the first person that's gone down to Club Carl, I can tell you that much.
In around
Won't
the
be the
rectal.
last. Won't be the last.
That's pretty good. Not too bad. There's we're coming into the pointy end of that Supercoach season, so yeah, I think us down on the bottom half of the ladder probably don't have too much of an opportunity, but there's some bragging rights still up for the thing that they're up for. What's that?
The grabs.
The grabs. Thank you very much.
The grabs.
The grabs. Very good. That's enough rugby league chat, I think. Who you boys got this weekend, actually? Who the Broncos got?
We got the Knights at Suncorp Saturday night. So
All right. Oh, another home ground advantage. Fantastic.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't play at Suncorp last week. We played at
I'm just looking at a season
somewhere else,
average,
I
mate.
believe.
Who'd you play against? Cowboys.
Cowboys in Townsville.
Yep.
We went up there and Bob Catter's men ambushed us. So, yeah, that wasn't real good. Then
And
we've come back home with the tail between the legs.
You and me this weekend, mate.
Yeah, we might have to have a little wager.
Stormers versus the Doggies, boys. We are the betting favourites, which means we'll probably lose. So, yeah, we'll put something on it.
Underdogs.
No doubt. Maybe a couple of fucking IPAs.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
One IPA.
One IPA, yeah. And then I'll pay for your Uber home afterwards. Fantastic. All right, cool. Have we got any shout-outs? Anything else you want to chat about today? I'm definitely not talking about my algorithm at the moment because it's gone a little bit sideways.
Does it need CPR
It's,
or anything?
it needs
No?
a reset. I think it just needs, you know, when they stop your heart to make it start again and hopefully come back in rhythm. Like
Right.
that's kind of what it needs. It just needs a full reset, just a Control-Alt-Delete,
Go again.
and then a little reboot. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a man and yeah.
I'm getting lots of golf stuff, which is cool.
That is cool.
Always very cool. Yeah, nothing. No, since New South Wales Cobber's just on TikTok or whatever it's called now. So I don't see him because I'm not on TikTok.
I was going to say, did they change the TikTok name?
Yeah, and it's called It's the Cobber or something
Oh,
is his
right.
name, and he's on there. So he's back. He's alive.
He's back.
He's back. But yeah, lots of there's a guy from Brisbane. I don't know whether I've shared it with you guys, and he's like a bit of a hobo, but he has enough money to have social media, and he just like constantly posts stuff. Like he's like half on the glass barbecue most of the time and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, send
And
me
he-
some of them. That
yeah,
sounds
and
pretty
he's
good.
just walking around Brisbane like he.
Oh, is he a
everyone always
football
asks
jerk?
him.
Not the carbo guy.
No. Everyone asks him, what do you do for a job? He's like, I'm the protector of the streets, and people telling him, never come to the south side or we'll flog you. And he gets all up. Anyway, he's pretty funny. I get him a lot on there, and then a lot of stuff that probably shouldn't talk about on a public show.
How's your workout looking, mate? You got anything you want to bring up?
Mine's pretty good. Obviously, I've been back in the gym as of late, and I'm watching what I'm eating as well. And I'm a bit of a whore for dessert. So
You like the sweets?
I'm
sweet tooth.
a big ice cream guy. So what has been on my algorithm as of late is a lot of like Ninja Creamy recipes.
up?
Holy, your algo!
See what I mean?
Your algo's check
a
engine
lot of
light is
that.
definitely on. So, yeah, I think you need a reset. But yeah, so
Nah.
quite a few Ninja Creamy recipes.
Oh, Ninja Creamy.
What's
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Ninja's like the spinny fucking blender thing.
Ninja's a
Ninja
brand,
machine.
but this is like a
We have a Ninja air fryer.
yeah. So the creamy is like an ice. So you get these little like pints,
Right.
and you put the stuff in, and then you can. It's basically like a It's just got a spinning blade and it chops it all up and it makes it into ice cream and then you can scoop it out. So there's a couple of it's really good.
Put your protein in. You
You can
all
get some that are like only
put some protein in that
400 calories, but like the ones that we used to have, they tasted like McDonald's McFlurries, and they were not like it was 1/3 tin of condensed milk.
Yeah, and mucho not
Give me
ideal.
some of that.
Yeah. But I've got a couple of shout outs.
Yep.
So I've got one. So it's actually Nikki Furlong's birthday today. So happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday,
Happy
Nikki.
birthday.
Jesus.
There's a thing there, isn't there? Where's the thing? Applause.
Yeah, well done, Nikki.
Fucking hell. Sorry, I've still got that going.
Yeah, that's very distracting. And then I've got another shout out. I forgot to shout him out a little while ago, but this goes out to Camden Lane. So he's a junior golfer up in Townsville, and has been playing very, very well as of late. So the last couple of starts that he has competed in, so he played at Cairns Golf Club, won that event. Played at Serena Golf Club, won that event. Pioneer Valley, 4th. Mackay, 4th. El Arish, win. Proserpine, win. So that's very impressive. So he's 9 years old, only a little fella, and is competing with with the bigger kids. So he's shooting consistently under 50s from the back tees at 9 years of age. So it's very, very impressive.
Over 9 holes. I'm
Over
assuming.
9 holes. So
Thank God for that.
he come down a little while ago. It might have been 2 years ago, 18 months ago, on his way to the Gold Coast for like the Australian Juniors or something like that. And he was very impressive. So watch this space. We might have to
Cool.
do like what No Laying Up does and do a little hitters, not a young hitters.
Yeah,
so,
little hills. Young fellas.
so
Sweet.
that's very cool. So shout out
It
to you,
is.
mate.
Yeah,
Shout
very
out.
cool.
I have one shout out.
Hit me.
It is on this Saturday. It's Mrs. Wu's birthday.
Oh.
So I won't say how old she is, but she's exactly the same age as me. So most people should know that.
Whining and dining, mate. What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm actually sending her out with her friends for lunch on Saturday.
You're
so-
ditching her.
No, she's ditching me. So I'm very bad at keeping secrets, and
too.
I tried to just like dance around the mistletoe and work out whether she had anything planned for Saturday, and she saw straight through me, like very rapidly, and I just gave in straight away.
I'm sorry.
So I had to rejig my plan of who was coming and everything, and then she's like, "Are you and the kids coming?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Would you be offended if I said I didn't want that?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "It would just be a bit weird, wouldn't it?" And I'm like, "Sure." So she's doing a girls lunch,
only.
girls
That's
only
right.
lunch.
If it's girls only,
Exactly.
As long as
Yeah,
they're
not
not bringing,
partners. No,
they're,
no,
they're
no,
not bringing their
No,
husbands.
no.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that would be very weird. So yeah, so I've organised a girls only lunch for her birthday on Saturday. So
Did you organise it, or did she organise it and
organised it.
told you that
No,
this
no,
is
no.
what's happening?
I organised it,
Mm.
and then I hadn't invited enough people apparently because girls are like, "Oh, you're gonna
So you
invite this person
didn't
and that
organise
person."
it well enough, though.
So then I went back and organised all the people, and
Organised it better
booked it, and did all that. So
under guidance.
we've done that. So we'll wake
Well
up,
done.
we'll do brekkie, and then she'll
Send her off.
go off to that. So that'll be cool.
Oh, that's a nice little shout out.
Yeah. So shout out Mrs. Wu.
Yeah, it was very nice of you
Mm.
to organise that for her.
Mm.
I don't have any major shout outs. We are playing Masters softball this weekend, so I've got. Excuse me.
The IPAs.
I don't even know what we're on now. What are we drinking?
Pale
now?
ales.
These are pale.
Oh, pale ales. That
ales.
was a bit nice. That IPA is coming back on me though. So shout out to the Scorpions men's Masters team. So
Up
we've
the
got
Scorps.
a bit of a crew coming up. We've got 4 games on the first day, believe it or not. So it's
Holy.
really tough for over 35s to back up for 4 games. Double header, game break, double header, and then we're getting fucking lit up around the fireplace. It's going to be great. So me and Reese are heading down for that. Reese's coming down a bit later. He's got some work commitments he couldn't get out of. So we're going to be leaning on him pretty heavily on the Saturday and Sunday, I believe. So yeah, big shout out to those lads there. Looking forward to a great little weekend with a bunch of mates over there. You playing some golf this weekend, mate? Or you?
No, back on the tools. I do have one more shout out, actually. Sorry.
No, Hook, don't be sorry.
So
Depends who it is, though.
next Monday, it's the Chalky Milkshake's birthday.
No, that's sorry. No, don't.
And it's also Bintong's on the same day. So
Hey,
yeah.
Bentong! There's
So-
the applause button. Hey!
Yeah, shout out to you both.
Yeah, I'll give the Chalky Thick Shake.
He's actually trying to qualify tomorrow for the Club Pros as well.
All right. Where are they playing that one?
They're playing at Kalara in Sydney there somewhere. So
He's making the big drive in from Parks.
he got there today and went for a round at Terry Hills. Apparently, I got a couple of updates there, and it was taking forever to play. But yeah, so we kind of made a pact, and it was like, okay, I'll make it, you make it, we can go and catch up at the national final. So I missed out by one, and I said, righto, well, it's on you now. You've got to go and make it. Like I'll be riding you to get in. So
You let down your end of the bargain.
I did let down my end of the bargain. So I'm just a shit human.
I'm still proud of you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Even if your dad isn't, that's fine. Sorry. All right. I think that's a pretty good note to wind it up on,
Yeah,
unless someone's
I think
got
we did a
anything
good
else.
job. No.
I think we did an okay job.
Yeah.
It's really hard doing this job. Big shout out to Reese. Hopefully he's feeling a little bit better and he doesn't have his sex worker voice on come this time next week. But I think we'll leave it there. Don't forget to jump onto our socials. We are on the YouTubes as well, so like, share, subscribe on there. If you've got any questions or something, send them to the info@preferredlies.com.
Yep.
.au maybe, or is it just .com? And don't forget also, if you can't get out of it, get into it, and don't put sugar in your coffee.
My hat's off to y'all. Thanks a lot.